the Industrial Revolution. Once, everything used to be made one at a time by a craftsman working in their home or workshop. Today, things are made more cheaply and in big numbers by machines in factories. That change happened first in Britain in Georgian times. It is called the Industrial Revolution. But why, in all the world, did it happen first in Britain? Was it because the British Isles sits on a big load of coal and iron ore? Well, that did help, but a lot of other countries also have the same resources. Other countries also had clever people and schools at least as good as in Britain. The big difference was that in Britain, Parliament, and not the king, was in charge. Everyone, including the king, had to obey the law. That meant that if you invented something, or you did something new, the invention belonged to you, and you could make money out of it. A lot of money. Woolen cloth had been made much the same way for centuries, by hand, using simple machinery in people's homes. This is a spinning wheel that made the woolen thread. This is a weaving loom, used to turn spun wool into cloth. A weaver would have this in a room in his house. The room needed big windows so that he could see his work. Then, someone found a way to make the weaving loom work much faster. Suddenly, the people who spun the wool by hand could not keep up. What could they do? The answer was a series of inventions that went together to make a big spinning machine, like this one. This machine can spin loads of strands of wool all at the same time. It is called a mule. Big machines like this were expensive. Factories needed to be built to hold them. Soon, other machines were being made. This woolen mill is at Coldharbour in Devon. It opened in 1799. There were carding machines to take the tangles out of the wool. Next, the spinning machines made the wool into thread. Finally, weaving machines turned the woolen thread into cloth. The factory owners were Christians, so they built these cottages for their workers, paid them a proper living wage, and treated them well. When Coldharbour Mill opened, all the machines were powered by this big water wheel. Lots of different machines were linked to the one turning water wheel by belts like this. As more machines were added to the factory, the water wheel was not strong enough to power them all. Also, if there was a long time without rain, the mill could run out of water and have to stop. The answer was to use steam power. The first steam engines were used to pump water out of mines. They were beam engines, like this one. A steam engine like this could give a mill reliable power all the time. At Coldharbour, the water wheel was replaced with this steam engine. Now everything could be powered by steam. By the end of the Georgian period, All kinds of things were being made in factories and mills by machine. Clothes, tools, machines, pottery, cutlery, lace. There was no end to the things that could be mass-produced. Britain became the workshop of the world, and her growing fleet of merchant ships took the things made in her factories to be sold all around the world. Raw materials like cotton were imported from other countries, turned into cloth in the mills, and then exported back overseas. In time, other countries around the world learned how to do this too. But it all started first in mills like this in Georgian Britain.